about all the different kinds of writing that I do. It's important. Some people really function well in one genre or one area of writing. Like I said in one of my other responses, I'm really interested in a lot of different things in life. So I'm just going to tell you about some of them. I'm a book review editor, for instance, for a journal of education. And that journal of education originates out of California. So I do a lot of across the continent kind of writing. And that's what I write. I write book reviews for that particular journal. That's a very different kind of writing. They have a very set standard that they want to accomplish, and they want it in that standard every single time. And so I have to conform to that standard. Those of us who write in those kinds of venues really bow to the dictates of whoever the editor is. So while I have jurisdiction over my own writing, in that particular case I write to a very specific group of individuals who wants me to write about very specific kinds of books. That leads me to say that I write also for journals. So I'm an academician, I'm an educator, I write in different kinds of journals, and every journal has their own standard. So for instance, I wrote an essay on interdisciplinarity, which is what I really enjoy a lot. That is the crossing of disciplines and the intersection of those disciplines. But that was a very decidedly focused journal article, about 5,000 words. Then I was asked to contribute to a book on, I'm shaking my head because I know everybody will shake their head when they hear this, a book that connects science fiction to a famous book that came out of the 1950s called The Abolition of Man by C.S. Lewis, which is about education. And so all of the contributors of that book connected their views of education to science fiction writing. And so I contributed to that, another 5,000 word essay. And again, very different kind of writing for that particular book. I also contribute to encyclopedia sets. So in this particular case, I've contributed to 2 in the last couple of years, 17 articles in one, 22 articles in another. And all of those articles are very different because they're about all different kinds of subject areas. But again, you have to conform to the standard of the encyclopedia editor, that the direction that they want you to go. So that's a very distinctive kind of writing as well. I've contributed to other books, again, essays and responses. One book that I contributed to wanted my point of view on education, but then I had to respond to everybody else's point of view of education. So my words literally run not only in one essay, but then throughout the rest of the book as I'm counterpointing with other points of view that have come up in the writing that other people have done. So there's all different kinds of writing that I've done in addition to everything else that you've already asked about. But very specifically, some people are really going to focus on one area, and that's great. If you know what your strength is, I've suggested I'm an essayist, I'm a short writer, meaning I write in 700 to 1,500 words usually. Sometimes I expand it to a larger essay of 5,000 words, but I'm not a full book writer. I know that about myself. That's important to know about yourself. And so I can write in lots of different venues, but I also know that I pretty much am going to keep it within a short framework, and that's important to know. For myself, I'm interested in a lot of things. I think every writer needs to know what they're interested in. If sailing is your thing, God bless you. If you like to go hunt bears, great. If you like to plant daffodils, wonderful. Whatever it is, whatever you're interested in, and it could be a multiplicity of things. Enjoy whatever it is first that you're doing, and then communicate that joy to other people.